Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome to another redstone tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build the tree titan. It is a mega spruce tree form that I designed and have built on my Let's Play realm. So let's hop right into the tutorial. First thing you'll want to do is get an area marked out that you are wanting to build this in, and you'll need 6 of these. So you have 2x2 of grass, dirt, or potzel, whatever you want to grow your mega spruces on. You'll want 6 of those with 2 air blocks in between. Then you'll come to one side or the other and you'll place a line of blocks in right like this. And this is where you're going to start building your machine. So first things first, you'll get 2 regular pistons. You'll get 2 temporary blocks here. And trust me, those temporary blocks are necessary. It makes placing these observers in super easy. So go ahead and place those in. You can break those temporary blocks out. Place your slime blocks in like that. Then you'll get regular pistons and you'll place them like this. Now what you'll want to do is come on the back side. And you'll want to come out and make sure there's a space in between, right like that. And then you'll come out this direction and make a little L shape. Now right here in the center you'll have a regular piston. And right here you'll have a sticky piston. And where that sticky piston is, on the back side, you'll have a regular piston facing into this section. And then where that regular piston is, you'll have a sticky piston like that. And then you'll place 2 more regular pistons right here like this. Now, you'll come over here on this side, and then you'll grab your slime blocks, and you'll do another L shape right like this. You'll have a regular piston here and a sticky piston here. And now what you'll want to do is get your observers in place. So go ahead and probably want to get some obsidian first. And actually I didn't grab any. Grab some obsidian here. And you'll place a piece of obsidian there to keep the machine from flying off. Now you'll break this one out. Place a temporary block. Place your observer in. Replace the slime block. And then you'll come right here. And you'll place another observer in right like that. You could break these out and place that back. Now that is the entire flying machine done, and what you'll want to do is you'll want to build 9 of these going right the way up. So I'm just going to go ahead and time lapse this and let you guys, so that you guys can see that it's pretty much the same thing. You just want to build this machine exactly the same, 1 block up. So you'll just come over here with that, and then you'll get your observers in place right like this, facing inwards. And then you'll get your sticky pistons. Now you'll get your observer right there, right there. Break these temporary blocks out. Then you'll bring the slime blocks out like this. Then you'll have a sticky piston here, regular piston here, regular piston, sticky piston, slime blocks, regular piston, sticky piston. Now there will be a link to the basically how much resources you'll need. It'll be a rough list. I'm not going to give you exact count because it depends on how you want to build it and stuff. Honestly, if you want to have more blocks around, you can have that or whatever. But anyways, let me go ahead and time lapse this and I'll be right back. Alright, so when you get done, it should look something like this. Now what you'll want to do is we'll come down to this end and get you a temporary block, and you'll come out by 5 from the edge of this grass block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is where you want your obsidian right there. And you can go ahead and break all of this out. Now I'm going to go ahead and just fill up a row of these all the way up until I get to, let's see, what is this, Y31, right to there. Now we're going to start placing in the launching mechanism right here. So what you'll want to do is you'll come right here and you'll get 2 blocks here like that, and you'll get a sticky piston and you'll face it to this observer like this, and then you'll put a piece of redstone dust on there, and then you'll come up an observer facing up into a block with redstone dust, and then you'll have another sticky piston facing inward like this that's facing that observer right like that, and you'll do that all the way up for that side. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, now that that is done, we're going to do the pistons on the other side. So we'll come over here, we'll get some solid blocks, and we'll come right here to this observer right here. And you'll do the same thing except with regular pistons like that, and you'll do that all the way up. Now it's time to do the launching mechanism. I'll finish that off in just a second. So we'll come over here and we'll get a sticky piston like that with an observer on its face, right like this, and then you'll have just like a regular block there, and then you'll have redstone dust coming off this direction to here. Now right here you'll want, actually you don't really even need a repeater there, so you could just have redstone dust leading directly to that. Now what you'll do is you'll have a button on a stone block, and that is the entire launching mechanism done except for this side. So let me go ahead and fill this in and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the other side filled in. Now I'm just going to make sure, double check that all of this obsidian is in place. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to add a few more because I don't want these flying machines to fly off into the sunset. That wouldn't be good. So let's go ahead and hit the button and watch this thing in motion. So here we go. It is moving. That is fantastic. Everything is good. Alright, so let's just wait for this thing to come over to this end, and then I will show you how to build the return mechanism. So the return mechanism is pretty much the same exact thing, except the timings and execution is a little bit different, but it uses the same towers with the pistons on it that does. So the reason why you have these blocks right here is, like, let's say this top section, the top tree only grew to right here, and then there was like 3 that grew only to this height right here, and this makes it to where all of the machines will stop in this position. That way you don't have to come over here and manually place the pistons in for each and every machine. It will always stop the machines right here so that they line up with the return mechanism, which we're going to be building now. So let's come over here. We'll go ahead and place a redstone block in, break that out. We'll do that like this. And then this is going to go into a sticky piston here. That's going to have an observer on its face facing up. And that faces into a block. And then you'll have a sticky piston right here. And then over here on the back side, you'll have, actually, that's not even necessary. Let's go ahead and get a redstone torch. And we'll place it right here. Now we'll have the observer facing up, a block, redstone dust, observer, block, redstone dust. You get the idea. And we do this all the way up. And one more. Right like that. And we'll place the pistons in just a second. These ones have to be sticky because they're going to be grabbing that observer and pulling it back. So let's go ahead and do that. Is that the last one? Yep, that's the last one. Alright, so now we come over onto this side. And this needs to be on a little bit of a delay, otherwise this machine will break. If this one fires too fast, it'll keep this section from pulling all the way over, which means it won't line up with these pistons right here. So what you'll do is you'll just come with a repeater, put that on 4 ticks, and then you'll have a sticky piston here. You'll have an observer on its face right here. You'll have a block, redstone dust, and then you'll have a regular piston facing just like that. And then you'll do the same thing on this side. So you have an observer, block, redstone dust, all the way up. And 2 more. Right like that. And these need to be regular pistons, so we'll come back down here and we'll do this like this. That's not where I wanted to place it. That's not how I wanted to place it. There we go. Nope. That's the last one right there. Let's make sure all of these pistons are in place correctly. Alright, everything is good. Let's go ahead and I'll break this thing out. And that broke the machine, unfortunately. Should have known better than that. So that one gets reset. Let's go ahead and reset this. Alright. That was the only one that broke, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and place this in. As you guys can see, okay, so the first one didn't get launched. Why didn't the first one get launched? Okay, because the bottom observer was had already been updated. That will send it back off. And then you can come back over here and fill that back in. But anyways, that's pretty much it, except for on this side, you'll want to have some, and this isn't necessary, but you might want to have some obsidian down here. So let's see, that's where the observer would be, and then the slime blocks and the piston. So this will be the front, the very far piston to the front. And actually, let's just go ahead and launch this machine back over one more time and make sure. Alright, so out 12 blocks from here, you'll come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you'll have some obsidian right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to line all of the logs up in a straight up and down. Otherwise, they would kind of be zigzagged. So this part isn't really necessary, but I like doing that. And then, of course, you'll want to bring this all the way up to, what was it, 31. Let's go one more. So that goes to there. And we'll bring this one all the way up. And you can come right here and break all of this out. Okay, one of these machines did not launch. Why didn't that launch? Oh, there was a block. Well, dang. There was a block that was messing with it. So let's just update this observer right here. And then we can go ahead and do this. And this will relaunch it. Now, let's go ahead and get some saplings and we'll try this thing out. So let's go ahead and get some spruce saplings and get some bone meal. Place these guys in. Go ahead and bone meal them up. Now, when big trees like this grow, what you'll have to do is come over here and break these leaves out just so that these saplings can grow. Otherwise, the saplings won't get enough sunlight and they won't grow. We just come over here and remove that. There we go. Let's do all of this. Make sure you don't break that return mechanism. Okay, there's some leaves here. Why isn't this one growing? Huh, I think the pistons are in the way. Yeah, they are. So apparently they changed a few things since I built this. So what you'll have to do with this row of pistons, this entire section right here, is just move it 2 blocks over so that this sticky piston right here is actually going to be right here. But instead of worrying about that, I just want to show you guys that this thing does actually work. But yeah, the one thing you'll have to be aware of is these sticky pistons cannot be to the side of these saplings right here, otherwise the tree won't grow. So all you'll have to do is just move these over to right here, and then you'll have this entire launching mechanism, of course, needs to be moved over to here. So like this redstone with dust would be here. And actually I could go ahead and do that real quick off camera and then I'll come right back. Alright, I'm back. I got the entire section moved back and now it's time to try the machine. Let's go ahead and hit this button. And as you guys can see, everything is getting shoved along. There was a little bit of client side lag right there for a second. But all of these logs are just getting compact and pushed together, and the entire section is getting pushed over to this side. Now this thing will be laggy despite how good your computer and stuff is. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna get a little bit of lag while this machine is pushing all of these logs and stuff over. But it's so fast, like the machines and stuff handle it all pretty well, and they get the logs over here pretty quickly, that it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But as you guys can see, those pieces of obsidian over here, they make sure all of these logs are lined up. And look at how much wood that is. That is just absolutely insane. Now all you have to do is get a beacon with haste 2 and efficiency 5 max. Have like a staircase or something coming up here to the top and just mine the entire thing down. But anyways, that's going to do it for this tutorial. If you guys did like the tree titan, that's what I'm calling this. If you like this tutorial, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.